Class 8, a very good morning. How are you all doing? I hope you all are doing fine, good, healthy, and staying at home. And this is not a good time, but we have to fight it out. Let's see what happens. Hope for the best if things can carry on and we can go ahead and solve issues and try to sort out things, and we should come over it and get ourselves safe and sound, and we should try to fight this situation which we are going through. Pray to God every day that everything becomes normal and those people suffering should all be cured and everyone should be fit and fine again. But that's good to be true, but we have to be really safe and take care of ourselves. This virus is not good, or this infection or this disease or whatever. So today we are again on course book, English folder, course book. We are on section 3, The Baby's World. It's a poem by Rabindranath Tagore. You all know who is Rabindranath Tagore, but that too I'll tell you. Actually, this is about the baby's world. A baby, what a child is thinking, it's very difficult to understand. As a child, we think everything is like magic. We want to do magic. We see things in the sky, we even see stars, we see things happening in front of us. Even the TV is very magical to a child. Or the sound which he hears is also very tough. He thinks that that is a magic thing happening, first time when a child hears and all. But when gradually he becomes big or he increases in age, then he sees another different part of himself, and he tries to create those imaginations inside his mind. So children see magic because they look for it. The American author Christopher Moore said, we actually look for, they try to think, what is all this? What is this happening? As a child, you see the world as being magical, full of surprises, treasures and fantasies. In his collection of poems titled The Crescent Moon, Rabindranath Tagore captures the thoughts and the imaginary world of babies. One poem from this collection is presented to you here. He's got The Crescent Moon. Out of Crescent Moon, there is called The Baby's World, written by Rabindranath Tagore. And Rabindranath Tagore, to just say in few words, is given in the book also. I'll read that. 1861 to 1941, he is from Bengal, and I traveled to Shantiniketan, the university where Rabindranath Tagore used to be there. And I go and spend time there. It's a very beautiful place. Lot of people study there. Lot of people from outside the world come and study at Rabindranath Tagore University. The Tagore University. Was a Bengali poet, philosopher, artist, playwright, composer and novelist. A prolific writer, Tagore became internationally famous after his poems were translated into English. Particularly Gitanjali, he became famous enough to be considered as the poetic voice of spiritual India and also Bengal's own legend, West Bengal. In his writings, Tagore chose to be mystical and remained focused on humanistic values, which were considered to be offshoots of his involvement with social reform activities. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913. Okay, he won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913. Okay, so I wish I could take a quiet corner in the heart of my baby's own world. I know it has stars that talk to him and the sky that stoops down into his face to amuse him with its silly clouds and rainbows. The mother is saying that, wish I could go into my child's mind or in the heart of my baby's own world what has he got inside him? We don't know actually, because they can't speak. Those who make believe to be dumb and look as if they never could move come creeping to his window with their stories and with trays crowded with bright toys. I wish I could travel by the road that crosses baby's mind and beyond all bounds, where messengers runs errands for no cause between the kingdoms of kings of no history, where reasons makes kites, offer laws and flies them, the truth sets fact free from its fetters. So, what is this all about? What is inside a baby's mind? Can we really ever try to find out what is inside a baby's mind? How can we find out what is inside a baby's mind? So the mother sitting with the baby, what happens when a baby is at the window? He comes with his tray of toys and he stands at the window and he tries to look out and he's playing, and he's thinking something in his mind, that what is happening and what is going to happen. So that's when I'm just trying to get out some meanings for you. So what a child thinks, he's trying to understand the world. The mother, he's placed himself in place of the mother of the child. He's trying to understand the world of a child as a baby can talk to the stars, while the clouds and rainbow keep him entertained. He wishes that he could see what a baby could see even beyond the skies. Okay, that is all about the poem which he is wanting to say. And actually we can never go into a baby's mind. We can always think that what a baby is thinking. Either they are talking to the stars, they sometimes say something in their mind as if they are talking to the stars, or they are talking to someone in their mind, or they're talking to some king with them, or that made some magic in their head. Fetters are true sets fact free from its fetters. Fetters are the boundings of you wear piles on your legs. Children do wear them now, and when they are young. So they want to come out from that. They sometimes fiddling with that. They want to come out from that as if it's a bounding for them, but it's not a bounding. It's to keep them. They wear to look them good. They wear it on their legs. This type of things, a bangle type of thing on the leg. Those are called fetters. So what does a person think during this time? What is the child's mind? This is all the point about it. Coming back in the next video and explaining it to you.